Yo, what's up guys, it's Rick, and today I'm doing a 2021 Chevy Malibu. This is the compressor for 1.5 liters. I know there's a lot of 2.5 liters out there, but this is for the 1.5. Guys, this is simple. A lot of guys take a lot of hoses off and stuff like that. I'm going to try to minimize that. Again, Ecotech 1.5 liter with the boost. You guys have down in the left hand corner of the screen a product tab, and you'll get these compressors. Now I get all of my stuff from RYC compressors, and you guys can get them on Amazon, but in the bottom left hand corner of this screen you'll see a products tab. Click on that tab and I have all of the different compressors that you need for a 2.5 liter, 1.5 liter, and it would help me out if you guys bought that through this link right here or in the description below. It would help me out to continue making videos like this, guys. It just helps me and gives me a little bit of cash for all these videos and this time putting in here. So the first thing you do is get a jack, put the jack up, get a jack stand just for your protection. You're gonna be underneath the car a little bit. Very first thing is grab yourself this item here. See this? This is what you need. This is like a 2 6s. Actually, it's 3 6s because I got 2 3s, and a swivel head on the bottom with a 13. You're just gonna feed this right down there. Look at that. It's already on the nut to take off the R134 connection, R134YF connection. Now I've already gone ahead and vacuumed out this system, but this is taking off the connection there for the R134YF, and that's already set. So number 13, swivel head, and 3 6s, and then you'll be able to take that off. You don't have to take off all these hoses yet. I know a lot of videos telling you to take off the hoses. Don't take off anything yet. And please don't take off this thing. All right, so underneath the car now. Going underneath the Malibu. Again, I'm gonna try to minimize the amount of things that I have to take off. Okay, so right here is your compressor. All right, guys. This is your compressor. So we gotta take off this nut here. We gotta take off this clip here. This clip here, I'll take off right now. If I can get my finger on that little red tab. These things are sometimes a, you know what? All right, I did it. All right, now you gotta push in and pull out, but guess what? It is hard. So I'm probably gonna have to get.
Hi, Mr.
Hey, what's up, Cookie?
Can I give Charlotte this?
What do you need to give? Yeah.
Is he inside?
Yeah, just go inside. Push in, pull out. All right, guys, I gotta get a little tool here because this thing's a little bit hard. But we'll get a tool, we'll get a little needle nose plier, and we'll take that out there. And then I believe this is 13. And up top, on the top side, you have the same exact one as this. It's a 13. So here, here, and on the top, straight up top, you have one. And I'm hoping that I can get to that one from below here. So we'll see what we can do. This may have to be removed. I'm pretty sure this little thing right here is gonna have to be removed because I gotta get my arm up in here to put it over the top and on that nut. So this for sure probably is gonna have to be removed. So I'll remove that. This is the only panel I'm removing right now so far. All right, guys, as you can see, got my bolt. Down there. It's being taken off right now. And this is off. So the nut on top of the hose for the R134YF is already off, and I didn't have to remove anything. There it is right there. Bye, Cookie. So we're gonna set this one. Set this right here, so remember where it is. All right, now I can pull this hose off the tip of this thing and give me some room down there to work while my hands are underneath there. I'm gonna probably zip tie this thing That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna zip tie this hose to hold it up. So we'll do that now. All right, guys, as you can see, I zip tied, or not tied, zip tied, but I tied a rope from here to here to pull that up, and now I'm pretty sure I have some real good clearance down there. We're gonna go downstairs, and I got this. Couldn't find my needle nose, but this will work to remove this little plug right here. Look at all that clear space now that I removed that hose and tied it up. So there you go, there's that. That's removed. Now the one on the top you can't see and get to, but guess what? We're gonna remove the bolts, and we'll be able to remove that one when the compressor is down. I don't know why these guys are taking all this stuff off this damn compressor to get to this compressor, because it looks like I can get to it without having to do all the mumbo jumbo stuff. But a lot clearer video here, guys. I'm using a 1080p camera. A lot of these guys film with GoPros and stuff, and it's hard to get a nice pic. But this thing is on here. I know it's on a little bracket that I could just pull off, but I can't get it off. It's not wiggling enough. So I'm gonna use my screwdriver, knock that off, see if I can get to that top bolt that's like this. So we'll do that now. All right, guys, I got a long Phillips head screwdriver, and all I'm gonna do is, see, I'm prying this like this. I'm gonna get this off of this little bracket right there. Come on, I know you're up in there. Alright, maybe by bending it that'll give me some room. I just bent it back there, and wow, I can feel the bolt, guys. Oh, you guys doing this crazy stuff. I think I can even see the bolt. No, maybe not. Maybe I went ahead and shot off before. There is a bolt that goes down on the top of this compressor that's holding something in. I don't know what it is. I can't really see it. But that screw I'm trying to get to. Let me see if I can feel it. Nope, I cannot feel that thing. So it's looking like we're gonna have to go to the front side, like I said, and take this off, guys. So we're gonna do that. All right, guys, so unfortunately I cannot get to that nut on the top. That's the only thing I can't get to. So what we're gonna do is a couple things. We're gonna take off this box right here. First thing, 9/32 bit. Okay, take this off. I'm just making it easier, and also trying to see if I can get to things by not doing so much work. This thing pulls out. It just pulls up. Get this thing out of here. It's actually attached, so we want to pull that off. Put that to the back there. We just took this wire here, goes in here. I'm taking it off, put it over there. This thing comes right out. See how much access we have now. Put this down over here. All right. Let's see if I can feel it now. Put my hand down in here. Still can't feel anything. All right. So we don't want to have to start taking off hoses, but it looks like we're gonna have to take off that hose right there. So let's take off this. 9/32 again. Take this hose clamp off here. Alright, guys, so one of the other videos was correct. Getting that hose out with that T20, I would not recommend, because I can't get it out. So what I'm gonna do is, I just folded this up on top, and it looks like I have enough room to work here on the side. The next clip you're gonna pull out is this one. Oh, jeez. Come on. It's not easy. Damn right it ain't easy, boy. This one right here is not easy, kids. See if we can pull this off. Oh my God. Alright. Got that off. I'm gonna have to replace that. This little hose, or sorry, wire clamp. Taking this off here. Alright. I know we're gonna have to take off this hose, folks. And I'm gonna have to get to it because they put the hose clamp on right here. So unfortunately this has to come out. So we're gonna get 9:30 seconds on there. Hopefully I can get it from the bottom up. Alright, so this is the hose I just took off right here. This is the hose I just took off. As you guys can see, I still am working on getting that room. Alright, so there it is right here. All I had to do was pull this. This was really easy to do. This hose clamp right here wasn't even really doing anything. I just simply pushed with my finger, and it's very easy to do. You guys don't need any type of tool or anything. You just push it like this and then pull with your left arm and it comes right off. Alright, so the one hose that is blocking this whole thing from taking place is this one right here. It's this hose going into the thermostat. That's what's blocking the top bolt. So that has to come out. There's a hose clamp on it. It's right here. You see that damn, sorry, let me get a light for you guys. Guys, this is the tool you're gonna need, and again, in the bottom left-hand corner of this video, over here, you click on that little products tab, and you can buy this, and I'll get like $1 if you buy it off here. If you don't want to buy it off here, you give me a super chat. I'll let you guys use my account. Comment in the section below, down in the comment section, and I'll get you my account phone number so you can get your discount at O'Reilly Auto Parts. I have a commercial account. You guys can use it. Send me a super thanks. Anyways, this is the hose clamp you're gonna need, hose clamp removal tool, and we'll go ahead and take it out of the packaging. We're gonna put on the hose I told you. That's this hose down here, right down there, right here where these white marks are. That's the hose you're gonna take off. All right, guys, you can see here, this is my hose clamp removal tool. It's down there, and what a great tool. I'm just gonna leave it clamped down, and then I'm gonna pull off this hose. Push this hose clamp down, and then we gotta pull this hose off, and you're gonna have radiator fluid that's gonna leak out, but that's what has to be done. So I gotta get two hands, but we're gonna pull that hose out down there. Get a light. All right, guys, a little bit of light there. So you see my hose clamp removal tool is right here. Okay, it's down there. And then that's the hose we gotta take off. So that hose we gotta take off. So I'll use two hands and take that off, or I'll use a pair of channel locks. Alright, I got the hose off. It's right there. You guys can see that. Now I'm trying to get this one off right here, this gray tab. This thing is being a bitch. Excuse my French, guys, but damn, fuck. That thing is on there, boy. I'm trying to get you guys to see what I see. And all I see is a problem. Damn. Can't pull it off of my fingers. Sorry about the camera. I gotta put the camera down, guys. I gotta try to get this out. Alright, y'all. So, let me zoom in for you guys. There is no more hoses or anything you guys are gonna have to take out. If you can see that down there, where my light is on, right there in that point. That black thing right there, okay, is a bracket that's in between the nut that you have to take off, the bolt you have to take off for the compressor. And that holds that wiring harness that I was just trying to get off. Now, I just slipped that off because you can see there on top of that, that's a slide-in bracket that holds that. See that plug? I never took it out. I just slid it off of that. And on the tip of that, there's a gray, it's like on the tip of that bolt, there's like a gray cover. It's like a protective cover. And I'm gonna take that off. You can see that gray thing right underneath the black there. That's what has to come off in order to expose the bolt. So I'm gonna do that now. I gotta put the camera down though. All right, guys, for this you need a 13 long socket, or I'm using a 1/2 inch because I can't find the long socket. So you're gonna go down here and you're gonna go up and underneath. Hopefully there's enough room, and so you don't hit the radiator. I'm hitting the radiator with this one because of that black clip that's on the top, but there might be a way to get it in there. I'm gonna probably have to take this off first. I'm gonna have to take this socket off first and then put the wrench on, so we'll do that. It's off the camera, sorry guys. All right guys, so this is the bracket that we just removed, okay? It was on top of the stud that you're gonna have to remove now. So let's put the camera in there and show you guys what I'm talking about. Okay, so you guys see that stud that's sticking out right there? It's right on my light. See if I can get you guys a better view. Okay, that stud right there, right on my light now. I'm gonna move it to the right. There you go. You can see it better now. That stud is a 5mm. You have to remove that. So I got my 5mm wrench right here, or 5mm socket here on my wrench. I'm gonna remove that now. So the tip of that stud shit, I'm gonna have to do this off camera, guys. Need 2 hands. Alright guys, you can see my wrench down there. Can't really see shit, can you? See my wrench down there? So this, you can see, so I'm just literally back and forth with this thing, guys. Alright, so I'll let you know when I get it done. Alright guys, you can see down there, see that long rod? See that rod right there? That is the bolt. I pulled it all the way out. I couldn't get it out in front, so make sure that you put this thing inside the compressor. See that is going back and forth? Make sure you put that thing inside the compressor. See, I got the tip of it exposed now so you can see it. It's right down here. Now I moved it forward a little bit. So I'll point to the camera, or point a little pointer on the video here. But remember that you have to put that in before you put the new compressor in. I'm gonna go ahead and go to the tensioner, which is right there. And I'm gonna release I haven't taken off the 2 other bolts down on the bottom, but I'm getting ready to. So I'm going to remove the belt now. And that's pretty simple. It's just your 3/8. I might be able to do it on camera, on the fly. Who knows? Every blind squirrel catches a nut sometimes, right? I gotta get a cheater bar. Gotta get a cheater bar. Alright guys, I'll get that off now. Okay, point it down here. Alright guys, so what we're doing here is, let me get my light. You guys see my tensioner? Can they see it on the film? Yeah. Alright, you guys see this? I'm moving it back and forth. That's the tensioner. So let's go towards the back of the car. You can see here I got my cheater bar, and then I put my hand in there and I removed this hose right here. So I just removed it off and put it down there. Alright. So I'm gonna rest this here, and then we're gonna go ahead and take off the rest of the bottom of the compressor. Thanks guys. Alright guys, underneath the car now, compressor's right there as you can see. I'm on the bottom bolt here. I got it loose. I'm using a 1/2 inch. You guys can use 13 or 1/2 inch, it don't matter. Ah, look at that. Got it. Okay. So now I'm just gonna, thought I was gonna do it with my hand. Got a little bit of tension in there. I gotta bust up the tension. All right. And this should be real fun, putting the new one in and holding it up at the same time with one person. All right, so there's the bottom bolt. Now we're gonna do this bolt here. And of course, it's not gonna give me the room that I need. So I have to use a 1/2 inch long socket. So we'll do that, get that now. All right, got my deep socket in there. And this puppy's about to fall right out. You see that? Oh, look at that. GM actually made a bracket so it can hold up there, so you don't have to hold it while you're trying to get the bolts in. Well, there's one nice thing they did, besides smashing it in here, all kinds of different hoses and everything. All right, we'll get this out, we'll pull the compressor out, show you guys. All right guys, we got it out. And now, I don't think that this is a 5mm anymore. No, it's definitely not. It's a little bit bigger than that. But we'll try. Here's my 5mm. Nope, it's gonna probably be an 8. But we have to take this out for the RYC compressor. Shout out to RYC. My guys have been going there since like 2008. Love you guys. Anyways, there we go, right there. And yeah, go ahead and put the new compressor in. Get the new one ready to go. All right, guys. So when you get your this is actually a remanufactured, guys. Remanufactured. Look how nice this thing is. Anyways, comes wrapped in plastic. And if you guys, I have also a RYC account. I will purchase your compressor for you at the wholesale rate. You guys give me a super thanks on this video, and I'll drop ship it directly to your house. It'll be cheaper than anywhere you can find on the internet. If you guys want that, send me a super thanks, hit me up in the comment section below. But we'll get this unwrapped, get 2 hands on this thing, and start transferring everything over. Alright guys, 1/2 inch to I really wrenching this one on here, boy. Alright, take this off here. You got plugs in here because they do put in the oil. They also bench test it too. Alright, let's get this stud out and transfer it over to here. Alright guys, this is another part you're going to need to get this job done. I actually had a friend who had one of these. I went over there and I got it from him. But I tried to remove this out of the old one that I had and it would not come out. So Got this from a friend of mine. I will put the stud, if you need a new one, in the description below, but this is a must-have. You have to remove it out of the old one. If you can't, you have to put a new one into the compressor from RYC or wherever you got it. All right, now we're gonna go inside and install it. All right, guys, great news. I got everything back in. The compressor is in, just the compressor. So now we're gonna go ahead and take this hose. I'm gonna put this back on this thermostat. I've never used one of these hose clamp tools, but it is the best invention ever. Thank you, whoever invented this thing. And hope that I do this right. I gotta use two hands though, guys. I gotta press this tab here and pull this. So 2 seconds off camera. All right, guys, now I put that gray piece, remember that was on top of the stud that you had to remove? So I'm gonna put this hose back in place and remove that. This just snaps right on, you'll hear it clip. Thought you'd hear it clip.
Can you help me kick the football?
Hold on, Hunter. Your stand is right there. Gotta use two hands, guys. Alright, guys, now I'm gonna put my belt back on. Got my son filming, learning how to fix these cars. Man, this thing is down there, boy. Alright, I think I got it on. Yep, I want to make sure this is straight on the tensioner. Okay, that's good. Alright, we're in business. Thank you, Hunter. You can stop recording. Alright, y'all, now we're going to untie our AC line so we can plug that in. So, I'll figure this whole knot mess out. Do that now. Alright, guys. Remember that bolt down there that holds in the R134YF? I just put that in. That bolt all the way down there. Yeah, we just put that in. Tightened it up. It's not focused right now, but now we're gonna put this back together here to the turbo intake box, and we're gonna fill it, and that's it.